Well, hello, boys and girls. It's Fog. Welcome back to Fog's World. This is episode 33. I've got me a nice little walkway running the whole way around. Pretty happy with it. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to do about stairs or ramps to get in here, but for now, I don't care much. For now, this is a good start. I am in the process of lowering the floor. I'll show you what this looks like here. As you can see, we're lowering this this floor by what, 3 spaces? Is that right? Or is it 4? Maybe it's 4. It's by 4. Sorry, we're lowering the overall. No, it is. It's by 3. We're lowering this floor by 3 spaces so that we will have 3.5 spaces beneath our 3 spaces beneath this and 3.5 beneath the walkway. So this is the kind of space we're going to have to work with. And within this area we may go up or down a bit based on what we decide we need. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the pyramid here. I might lower it down as well to match the new level of the floor. I have already lowered all of this, and I changed the water breaks yet again. So we now have, whoa, sometimes the speed makes things a little tough. So I got rid of the water breaks that were up here, and now we have just these water breaks right there. And of course there's the one down there as well. That should be enough for now. But yeah, we're in the process of lowering this floor, and that's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. So we're 3 below here, 4 below there. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess it is 4 and 3 is what we're after. So it's 3 below here. It's 4 below there. So I can go 1, 2, 3. That guy there, I guess. Except I just messed up now that I think about it. Let's try this again. Let's go down in there. Get that. Now, with this lower ceiling, well, let's give it a try. Have to be careful or we blow out the... if we're not careful, we end up blowing out the ice. So we have to be a little careful about that. But... not there. What am I thinking? We can go over one. Do it right here. Now I had thought about trying to chain these explosions a bit, but I want more control than that. If you chain them, they tend to blow up all over the place. And like I said, I have to be really careful not to blow out my ice. So that's why I'm kind of doing this the slow way. It's faster than digging, but it's more precise. It's faster than digging, but slower than if I were chaining all the explosions. But then again, it's also more precise. And we kind of need the precision right now. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing this here, opening this up. And this is going to take a lot of work, a lot of TNT. But when we're done, we should have a nice open area that we can then use to build on. So I guess at this point, the magic words are, cue the montage. Yeah, I blew my map off the wall. Ah, dang it. Well, guys, I need to take a little bit of break. My pick is starting to get really worn, and I need to figure out, oh gosh, it's starting to get prohibitively expensive to repair it, too. Well, we'll repair it one or two more times, and then we'll have to make a new one. Yeah, I think I'm about at the end of my rope on this one. I don't think I can go too much farther. If I were getting my XP anywhere but here at the Ender Blender, this would have been way prohibitively expensive. I never would have done it. But given that I can get up to 40 in maybe a minute and a half, it's not really so bad that I'm not willing to sit here and do it. It's still cheaper to invest 2 diamond to get exactly the pick that I want, instead of having to create a whole new pick from scratch and then just hope I get the right enchantment. So, while it may seem like kind of crazy, a little inefficient, it's actually not as inefficient as it looks for me, because, like I said, it only takes me a few minutes to get up the XP that I need to do that repair. Alright, well, let's head back. I got some more digging to do, and now my pick is repaired, so I can go back to doing it. And yes, I'm aware that I'm using a very expensive pick for this job, but that's because I want to use the Silk Touch. I want the ore that I find I want to keep. I want to keep things as smooth stone as much as possible. And Since I've got the Ender Blender, these things is cheap. It's not really a problem for me. Come on, world, load. Load, 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 please. Well, that was the last block. At least I think it was. Sprinkle on a couple of torches and take a look, but I'm pretty sure that's it. That was a big job, but I'll tell you, that could have been a lot worse without these beacons nearby. The beacons made short work of it. Oops, nope, not quite the last. Almost the last, but not quite. A little bit of cleaning up around the edges to do here. Just walk the perimeter here, make sure I got everything. At some point, I will probably replace that outer wall with something a little more uniform and attractive, and I'll probably do something about these gaping holes in the floor. But for now, I think this is good enough. Yeah, we got a little underground river here, underground lake. I still haven't decided if I'm going to lower that or not, and I haven't decided how I'm going to build. I'm going to build the stairway. Yeah, my slime chunk is right below me here. Over here, this is where the animals are, down there. And, yeah, now I have this little problem, though. I have these little floating guys. I guess I can reach the top one even when I jump, so I guess we can get rid of these too. So let's get rid of these. At some point, I'm going to need to move all of these chests somewhere else because having them floating in the middle of this space really isn't my idea of a good place for them. But that's okay. For now, it'll do. I'd rather have the convenience of having a place to stuff all this stuff than have to take the time to move it or have to take the time to run back and forth to somewhere else. Naturally, I don't want all this stuff to just go to waste, so I want to keep it around just in case I have a big building project that needs lots of smooth stone in particular. That's the big thing. I've already used most of the sand and TNT and glass, but stone is really useful, particularly the smooth stone. Cobblestone is useful too now that we have those fences. So that's also a pretty good resource to have handy. I blew off all my signs with the TNT, so now I have to actually come under here and really look at things before I figure out what's in there. I know it's a real hardship, let me tell you. But these are sacrifices that one must make. I know I have more torches. Don't I? I guess I don't. Well, I certainly have coal, so it's easy enough to get torches, huh? All right, well, this is what our space looks like, and Now the question is, what do we do next? I think first thing to do, though, is I'm going to consider the whole underwater bullet point, I can't remember what I called it. Yeah, the whole build an undersea area. I think I'm going to just remove that bullet point at this point because our area is undersea and it is largely built. Obviously, there will be lots of other things we could put here, but you got to draw a line somewhere and say, okay, at this point I consider that specific task done, and now we'll add 2 other tasks. Obviously, this is never going to be truly complete. We will come up with lots and lots of things to do in this space over time. But for now, let's just call it good. And any improvements to this area will be done on an individual basis rather than considered part of a collective task. But I'm pretty happy with this space. I think I want to lower that pyramid, though. I really do. So let's get busy lowering that pyramid. That has to come down 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, here we go. We have to drop this 4 spaces, right? Yeah, I guess we do. 1. Yeah. Now that's interesting. I'm just realizing there is clearly a bug in beacons that once you've started one, it stays active even if you remove most of the pyramid underneath. We've dropped the secondary, the full beacon power effect. We don't have haste 2 or speed 2, but we do have version 1 of all of the various abilities, which I don't think we should be able to have without more than 1 level of the pyramid underneath it. So that's kind of interesting. I think that's a bug. It's not one that I'm going to complain about. Certainly not a very serious bug, but I believe that to be a bug nonetheless. All right, now let's take this down. This one is going to ruin all the beacons. And we should have lost all our effects. Yeah, we did. Good. Why am I not picking that one up? That's bizarre. Well, whatever. All right, we need to reactivate all the effects. But first, let me cover all of this up. One nice thing about lowering the beacon like this is now it will definitely reach all the way to bedrock. It was pretty close before, but not quite. I think I was just a couple of blocks away from making it all the way to bedrock with this. And that shouldn't be the case anymore. We should make it all the way there now. What are you doing here? Excuse me, you can't be here. Go away. where you came from, buddy. Back in here somewhere. All right. Central dude. I think haste is going to be you because I want haste. No, you know what? I don't want haste there. I want you to be speed. I want this one to be haste because I want it to reach as far as I can possibly have it reach. And I'm still short some iron. An easy thing to fix. There we go. All 5 effects are back. And the area has been completely lowered. Well, guys, I think we're about out of time for this episode, so I think I'm just going to call it here. Thanks again for watching and subscribing. Tell your friends about us. See if we can spread the word a bit. And hit that like button for me. It really does help. I appreciate it very much. Look forward to talking to you again real soon. Talk to you later.